Hello, hello. Welcome to my live stream. While I wait for anybody to get in here, I am going to talk about the DBT skill that we learned this week. Now, I did not live stream last week, I don't believe. Hang on, let me switch my screen over. So, as I said, we are in our distress tolerance module. And last week, we talked about the pros and cons of acting on crisis urges. So our homework was to think about a crisis urge. It didn't have to be something that occurred during the week. It can be something that reoccurs in our life. I had one that I picked that I'm not going to talk about, but and what I had to do was I had to talk about the pros and cons of acting on the crisis urge and the pros and the cons of resisting the crisis urge. And those are actually different things. They sounds like it would just be the opposite of one another, but they are different. My brain's not working the best. I have a little bit of a headache, and I'm going to talk about it in a little while, but my anxiety has just been horrible, horrible the last few weeks. So I am drinking a high noon. This is the first one that I've had since whenever I live streamed last time, 2 weeks ago. It's actually warm because I just got home and put the rest in the fridge. So this week we learned tip skills. And tip skill, as we talked about last time, we talked about the stop skill. These are two skills that you only use when you're so emotionally dysregulated that you can't use your other skills. These are skills to kind of calm yourself down so that then you can utilize your other skills. So the tip skill is about changing your body chemistry. It's kind of activating your parasympathetic nervous system and essentially inciting like a vasovagal response in a way. So tip, the T stands for tip the temperature, the I stands for intense exercise, and the P, that's technically a double P, is paced breathing and paired muscle relaxation. So tip the temperature of your face with cold water. So in class, the psychologist came in after break and she gave everybody a Ziploc baggie full of ice. And I kind of freaked out because I'm always freezing and she's always hot. So she keeps the windows in there open. And I was like, I just was miserable on Monday because I was so freaking cold. So she comes in with these ice bags and I'm like, oh my God, and plus I have Raynaud. So my hands are always like extremely painful when it's cold. But anyway, so the idea is to hold your breath, put your face in a bowl of cold water, splash your face with cold water, put ice on your face. You can put like a cool washcloth in the, a cool washcloth or a wet washcloth in the freezer, do that kind of thing. So that is the temperature. That's the T for tip the temperature. Now they do have an asterisk next to this that if you're somebody who has low blood pressure, you need to be careful with this. And I do actually sometimes have very low blood pressure. So I do need to be careful with that one. The next is intense exercise, and that's to calm your body when it's revved up by emotion. And this doesn't have to be like going out for a run or lifting weights or whatever. It can be something really quick, like 10 quick jumping jacks or like just something very, very quick to get that adrenaline out. And then the first P is paced breathing. Now, we did a paced breathing exercise, and I hate the breathing exercises. I cannot stand them. But so they're talking everybody through this breathing exercise, and they're talking about like try to breathe from your stomach. And everybody's like, this is so weird. And I'm like, doesn't everybody breathe from their stomach? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like diaphragmatic breathing, doesn't everybody do that? And they were like, no, it's really foreign to most people. And I was talking to my mom about it tonight. And she's like, well, it's probably because I sing and because I'm not like a great singer or anything, but I've had, voice lessons since I was a kid. I've done musical theater. And so it's been drilled into me to breathe from my diaphragm. And so that's how I always breathe. I don't ever like my chest doesn't move when I breathe. My stomach moves. So apparently like that's a foreign concept to a lot of people, but that's just how I breathe naturally. And I'll tell you what, like it doesn't do too much for my emotions, but But you could do box breathing. What is there, like the 4-6-8, something like that? Those other like breathing techniques, kind of whatever breathing, paced breathing exercise works for you. And the last P is the paired muscle relaxation. So basically you can do it like upper body, mid body, lower body, or you can go like basically muscle group by muscle group, however sort of in depth you want to go with that. But you pair that paced breathing with the muscle relax, like the tensing and the relaxing of your muscles. I don't love these. I'm going to work on them because that's my homework and it's part of DBT, but these kinds of exercises I really don't enjoy, but I will give it my very best effort. So for homework, again, this skill is something that's not to be used for like everyday stress. It's to be used when you're very highly dysregulated, but for the purpose of doing our homework this week, we can do it when we're kind of just mildly dysregulated. Should have done it today. See, they're not second nature yet. So I'm like, oh, there was something that happened today where I should have done that. And I didn't even think about it. So basically, they want us to do the changing facial temperature, intense exercise, paced breathing, impaired muscle relaxation, and talk about the situation that prompted us to use that particular tip skill, what our arousal was before and after, and our distress tolerance. So that is the homework for this coming week. Now, I guess I'll segue into the anxiety thing because my anxiety has been progressively getting worse for a while now. And it's to the point where I feel like I am almost constantly in fight or flight or hypervigilant all the time. Like it's very, very hard for me to relax ever. And y'all know I don't love big pharma. I think medication should be a last resort. I am not on board with benzos or anything like that, and I will not take an SSRI or an SNRI again unless like I feel like I have no other choice because I've been on a lot of them. I know the drill, and I am not willing to, number 1, numb myself, and number 2, gain weight. I cannot do it. So I've been doing a lot of research that was prompted by a conversation that I had with the one of the providers in my DBT class. I think I talked about this before, but so obviously I see them every week. And while DBT is a skills group, it's not individualized therapy. We're still meeting with them one-on-one for a few minutes each session to go over what skills we utilized over the past week. So they do get snippets of what we experience on a daily basis. And, you know, he had said to me one day, like, and he knows that I have issues with medication and, you know, he knows he knows how I am. But he said to me, like, why are you suffering? Like, you don't have to suffer like this. And I was like, yeah, but you know how I feel about medication. And I refuse to take anything that even has the potential to make me gain weight. I cannot do it. And that's when he said to me, what about Boost Bar? And obviously I'm familiar with Boost Bar, but I had never kind of deep dived and done research on it. I know that it's just like any medication. Some people say it works phenomenally well. Some people say it doesn't work at all. And some people say it makes their anxiety worse. Boost Bar, I don't even know. Obviously, I don't know how to pronounce the word. This is like one of the few words I can't say, you guys, like the class of medication it is, like anxiety medication, but I can't pronounce the word. It's a I literally cannot pronounce the word. It's an anxiety medication, but I feel like there's very few medications in this actual like category because it's not an SSRI, it's not an SNRI, it's not an atypical antidepressant, it's not a benzodiazepine. Like it's I cannot pronounce it. Anxiolytic medication. So it works a lot differently in your brain than like an SSRI, for example, and it has zero weight gain profile. A lot of people actually said they lost weight on it, but it should not, like the medication itself should not affect metabolism, appetite. It should not affect any of those things. I have researched how hard it is to get off of it. And again, just like anything else, I'm getting a lot of mixed experiences. What Google tells me is that it should not be hard to get off of, but they say that about a lot of things. From everything that I'm reading from patient like experience is that some people struggled a little bit, but nowhere near as hard as it is to get off of like a benzo or an SSRI even. So it's something that I'm very highly considering. Now, the thing with Boost Bar is it has a very, very short half-life, and the way that it works, in order for it to be effective, it should be taken 2 to 3 times a day rather than once a day. And I don't love that. And I also worry because ever since my surgery, I have issues. I metabolize medication very, very quickly, and I have absorption issues. So even with my Lexapro, I always had to take that twice a day. Nobody takes Lexapro twice a day. They take it once a day, but my body metabolized it so fast that I would cut my dose. I would have to do half in the morning and half at night. So I'm a little concerned how that's going to work with a Boost Bar. Like I really don't want to be taking it 4 times a day, but I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to talk to my doctor, my primary. I still haven't made any like final decisions. I swear to God, if I get one more political text message, I'm going to break my phone. All freaking week, all week. But anyway, I haven't made my final decision. I was going to call today and try to get an appointment with my primary, and I didn't. But I am very seriously considering trying Boost Bar because at this point, I can't live like this. I feel like I'm wasting my life in perpetual fear. And I'm trying to work on the underlying issues and work on my skills. And it's like I'm so hyper vigilant that it's not working. And I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. So I'm considering that at least for a little while until what? I don't know. Until I get more of a handle on my anxiety. I don't know. But all I know is that I can't. Like I'm so tired. I'm so tired of being on high alert 24/7, and I don't want to do it anymore. So anyway, that's that about the anxiety. I've got, like I said, I've not made any final decisions yet. I've still got some thinking to do, and I'm going to make the appointment with my doctor and see what he thinks. I did get my results back from my thyroid labs, and they look good. So I believe I can step down a dose, but I haven't been able to get a hold of my primary about that. So I'm kind of waiting until I hear from him. If I don't hear from him by Friday, I'm cutting the dose anyway. But I don't know. That's where I'm at with that. So I've got these, I don't know if like, it doesn't even matter, but I remember a few live streams ago, I mentioned that when I moved, I lost my Burberry glasses and I was so upset about it. I found them. So the other day, like it's actually been really cold in New York. It's going to be almost 80 the next 2 days, which is crazy. But the last 2 weeks have been really cold. And the other day I wanted to get my scarves out because I wanted to wear a scarf. And so I found like 2 bags that had all my winter stuff in it in my closet. And I was like, oh, there's all the socks that I thought I lost in the move. And there's my Burberry glasses. So I'm actually not due for to get new glasses until I think January or February. But if I don't find a pair of frames that I love, I'm going back to these. I love the actually, oh shit. I thought they were similar prescription, but I can't see anything right now. These are progressives, these are not, but I think I may, if I don't find frames that I love, I'm going to switch back into these, which takes me to another topic. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I went to this local handbag consignment store that we have today. I've been in there before. I love it. It's like heaven for me. And she's constantly changing out her inventory. And she said to me before, like, if there's anything that you really want, I'll keep an eye out for it. And I haven't said it yet, but I kind of really want to ask her to keep an eye out for the Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in the either the monogram or the Damier Ebon. Because what are they, like almost $2,000 now? I'm not spending $2,000 on a purse. So anyway, I've been wanting a new purse, and then, like, I changed my purse out today, and I was like, "I don't need a new purse, but I do kinda want a new wallet." So I went in there. First of all, they had the most gorgeous Burberry purse. It was only $300, in excellent condition, but it was red, and I don't do red purses. Um, and then they had a beautiful gray bag, beautiful buttery soft leather. I felt like calfskin leather. I don't know what kind of leather it was, by Cole Haan, which I don't have anything by Cole Haan. And it wasn't that much money. I think it was only like $120, but it was too big. It was way like I like big bags. This was too big. I ended up getting a wallet. Now, I don't do pink either, but it's a pink wallet. I really don't know why I got it. I feel like this lady who owns the store, she's so nice, but she just talks and talks and talks, and she always talks about whatever bag I'm carrying at the moment, and then I was telling her about all the bags that I have that I don't need anymore that I wanna get rid of, and she's like some of them, she was like, "Bring them in here, like, I'll try to sell them for you." And I was in a huge hurry, and so at that point, I was like, "You know, I'm just gonna buy something and get out of here." So I bought a wallet, and I love the actual wallet, I just don't love that it's pink. Because again, I don't really like pink, but it's just a Henry Bendel, which actually I don't have anything. Henry Bendel's, I think they shut their doors in like 2016. I loved Henry Bendel, but um anyway, it's just like a snap enclosure bifold, a long one, which is like my favorite, like the long skinny wallets. They're my favorite wallets. So I got that. Now I did have a birthday on Sunday, so I used birthday money for that. Um I'm now 40 years old, so I'm officially an old lady. Um, so I took Sunday off from work, and my sister took me to a tattoo flash event. Now, I have never been to one of those before. And like essentially you go in and they have pre-selected designs for all different price ranges. And none of them are like the biggest ones are like this big. And you pick which one you want. Like you don't go in and be like, "Hey, I want this or that." Like you pick what they have. My sister failed to mention to me that it was you're supposed to, well, you didn't have to, but it was encouraged to dress up. She didn't mention that to me, which I guess is fine because I don't actually know where all my Halloween costumes are. I have no idea if they're down in storage or if they're at my dad's. I have no idea. But so I did not go dressed up. My sister did. But it was so fun. Like, so we went to the place where my sister gets all of her tattoos. Um, it's a tattoo shop owned by a lesbian couple, and they are I love them. I love them. I didn't actually have too much interaction with one of them. And so the one who did our tattoo, her mom was working the desk for the event. She doesn't typically work there, and it was Barbie themed. The whole place was like decorated for Barbie. Um, both our tattoo artist and her mother, who was at the desk, were dressed up as Barbie, and it was so funny. So she hears it's my birthday, and she's all excited. She's like, "Oh my God." Like she got a crown out. She's like, "Put the crown on. We have to take a picture." It was so fun. We had such a good time. So from the get-go, when I knew that this was going to be like a Halloween themed event, I was like, I hope that they have a ghost cat. Like I want a ghost cat tattoo. And when my sister and I were, before we had gone in, we said, if we find a cute cat tattoo, let's both get the same one and we can have like matching sister tattoos. Well, we didn't, Bentley got to get up for a minute. We did not get the same tattoo. So essentially what happens is she bought you, oh, holy cat hair. Hang on. I got to throw this out 1 second. So she bought us a ticket to get into the event. They sell only a certain number of tickets, and then you get like a time slot with your ticket. So our time slot was at 12:30, and each ticket gets you 2 tattoos if you want 2 tattoos. Now, I only got 1. My sister did get 2. But like I said, each tattoo, like there's different price ranges. Like they had itty bitty baby ones for not very much. I'm surprised with how kind of expensive they were for a flash tattoo event. Like I feel like the tattoo that I got, which I'll show in a minute, I feel like I would have paid the same thing at a non-flash event. Like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like it was kind of expensive for like a sale price, but I loved it anyway. So my sister got 2 tattoos. It was like this fall cat. It was like a sleeping cat with like leaves on it. And then she also got a pumpkin. So she got the cat like right here. And then she got the pumpkin on the backside. My next tattoo is going to be on the backside of my arm, by the way. I wanted to get my tattoo on my ribs, but ribs, there were like 2 main body parts that they would not do for the flash event, and ribs were one of them. So I could not get my ribs done. So I originally was going to do the back of my arm. And then I'm like, no, I can't see the back of my arm. And I want to save that for like a bigger piece. I feel like a lot of like my prime locations are kind of taken. And I'm like, I feel like it's weird to have like a little tattoo here and then a completely unrelated tattoo here and here. But I look at other people and they have them and it looks good on them, you know? So anyway, I decided on the inside of my right leg, like up from my ankle a little bit, because I have a tattoo on the outside of my right ankle or my left ankle. So I got a ghost kitty and I love it. I absolutely love it. I might actually eventually get it colored in, partially, like, I might get the flowers and the bats colored in. Um, Let me see if I can, like, show you without, like I'm gonna have to very ungracefully put my, like, leg up in the air, but so I don't really know if you can see it, but that's my little ghost kitty. So cute. I love it. It's, like, so little and not a big deal. I keep forgetting I have it, so I've been forgetting to wash it as often as I'm supposed to. So, anyway, but it got me in the mood for more tattoos again, so I am thinking about, like, my next big tattoo, what I'm gonna do, and I'm I have some ideas of things I want, but I don't know which one I want my next one to be. The girl who did this is actually a really good portrait artist, and I really wanna get Dusty, my soul kitty, I wanna get his face done. But the problem is locations. What I really need to do is I need to find somebody who does good cover-ups because I have some tattoos that I don't love that I got when I was younger that are in prime locations where I would like other tattoos. So I would like to have them covered up. And I don't see why that would be a big thing because a lot of them are just little dumb things, you know? So anyway, we did that. Um, then that took a couple of hours and then we stopped and got just a quick bite to eat because by then it was like almost 3 and we knew it was going to be dinner time in like a few hours. So we got a quick bite to eat and then we went to my mom's house and we took a gummy. And my sister has an Oculus and I have never done like a VR set. I've never done anything like it and I wanted to. So I had my first VR experience. Now, I did a couple roller coasters, which by the way, holy shit, I was so dizzy. I remember watching these TikTok videos and being like, "Come on, like you're wearing a headset. It's not real." But let me tell you, when you have that headset on, it's like I literally was like going, "Woo!" Like I felt like I was on this roller coaster. I was nauseous. I thought I was going to throw up. It was so funny. And then I forget the name of the other game. Oh God, Rachel knows what it is. I can't think of the other. So basically for this other game, it's almost like you have like lightsaber drumsticks or whatever, and you have to like it's kind of like Rock Band, but like with lightsaber drumsticks. That was really fun too. And then, but my favorite one was, I forget what it was called, but it was like a supermarket simulator. And you literally, like, you have this headset on, and here's my fridge over here, and here's my sink, and here's my, or yeah, and here's my stove, and here's my counter. And there's all these like robots like going back and forth, like giving me their orders and stuff. And it was the coolest. I loved it. As soon as we got done, I was like, I have to go buy one of these like right now. And my sister's like, they're only like $200, but that must have been way back when she bought it, because they're like 400 or 500 now. But I freaking loved it. I could actually probably show some of the videos. Now keep in mind I was on a gummy, so like my reactions like are maybe a little bit exaggerated. I should have sent these to my actually, you know what? I can't show you guys because my sister's in here, and I'm not going to show my sister without her permission. Oh, she's not on the roller coaster ones. Oh, wait. Hey, all right. She's not in the roller coaster one. Let me see if I can send this to my MacBook and I can play it on the screen. Last year, this time I was playing our haunted house. We did not go to a haunted house. That did not happen. Can I airdrop this to my MacBook? Excuse you. Kimberly's MacBook. Okay. All right. I'm going to play. So this was one of the roller coasters. It's a very, very short little clip. Okay. Let me pull this up on the screen. Okay. All right. Let me figure out if I can share this with you guys quick here. Hey, Morrison, how are you? I was just talking about, I did my first Oculus, my first like virtual reality headset on my birthday. And I can only show one of the clips because my sister's in the other ones and I don't want to show her without her permission. But I like was sick as shit on this roller coaster. I was so dizzy. Let me see if I can find it here. Share screen. Okay, no, I can't do that. Present. Where do I find it? Video file, maybe? Oh, I don't know which one it is. Recent. Hang on, is it 4595? I gotta see what I don't want to share. I don't want to share the wrong thing here. Hang on. How do I 4595? 4595. 1 second. I don't want to share the wrong thing. I lost my screen. I just showed my new tattoo that I got a few minutes ago, Morrison. I'm trying to figure out 4595. I don't know how to share this without, I don't know which one it is. Video file. I wish it showed me the dates on here. I can't see. Bentley. I don't know. I don't want to share this on the screen until I know it's the right thing. And I don't know. I'm trying to minimize this really quickly so I can see. Oh, here we go. 4595. Is that what I said? 4595. 4595. Okay. All right. I got it. Let me see. Did it share? Okay.
Cam, look around.
I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy. You know what I realized is I closed my eyes the whole time on a real roller coaster. I was stoned. I'm dizzy. Woo! I was stoned, whatever. Anyway, I was so dizzy at one point, I had to have her to stop it. I was like, I'm seriously gonna throw up. You have to stop this. It was so fun though. But like I said, my favorite one was the supermarket one. I really wish that I could play for you the lightsaber drum beat one because that one was so funny, but my sister's like in it. But at one point I was trying to figure out, like, she was able to bring it up on her phone so she could see what I was seeing. So there was one like box that came up and I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. And she was like, you have to hold on to it. And I remember like, because I'm holding the Oculus things in my hand and I look down and I'm like, what do you hold on to what? Like I'm not dropping it. Logic is funny when you're on like when you're on cannabis. Like your logic is a little funny, but anyway, I had a great time. I had a really, really good time. I had a really good birthday. Um, I love my little tattoo. But yeah, it's pretty much what's been new with me, the ridiculous anxiety, um, the DBT stuff, and then my birthday. Um, so yeah, I've had like a headache all day today. So I probably shouldn't be having a drink, but whatever, it is what it is. It's been a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Um, Today is National Cat Day, which I just found out. So I got this new leather recliner for my birthday because in my experience, most cats don't scratch leather. They never touch my couch. Um, so the leather, so it's an electric recliner. It plugs into the wall, which means I won't use that part. Um, but it's in my library and there's this weird little like I don't know why can't people just make fucking chairs and couches? Just make them normally. Like, why do you have to put little compartments and slots and staples and all this other shit that is a safety hazard when you have cats that chew? So there's this one little like flap in the back that's got like, the leather material and a flap over it. I don't know what it's for. There's nothing in there. There's just like a little like hole, like a little shell, like compartment in there. And of course, that's where Bentley is. And I'm like, no, like he can't go in there. There's like staples in there. He can't go in there. So my stepdad comes back up so he brings the chair up and leaves. And then he comes back with this Gorilla Glue Velcro, applies that. And I was like, he's gonna get through that. And he's like, no, he can't. It's impossible. An hour later, I go in and he got through it. So at this point, I'm like, the chair's gotta go. Gotta go. But then, I was like, you know what? At some point, I just have to let it be. If he eats a staple or he gets stuck in there, he does. Like, I have to just let it go. So my stepdad was like, "Do you want me to come back up and try to?" And I was like, "No, no, thank you for all you've done. Like, it'll be fine. I'll figure it out." Um, but the next day he came up and he brought up like this little piece of plywood and his little drill gun and he put like screws. So there's like plywood. So he can't, then I'm like, yeah, but he's going to chew the wood. He's going to chew the wood and get splinters, but whatever. It is what it is. I have a new leather recliner in my office, that I will not use the recliner part because it has to be plugged in for that. I do need to get a footstool. Ideally, I want to spend more time in there. I want to start trying to read again or just doing stuff in there. I'm never in there. It's literally my favorite room in my apartment and I never spend any time in there. So that was kind of like, because originally I was going to put the chair out here, even though like my furniture does not match. I don't like matchy furniture, but it kind of like my couch is like tan leather and that chair is like, actually now I don't even know if it's black or dark brown leather, but anyway, just doesn't match. So that's where it is. I'm going to go shopping with my birthday money. Obviously I got that new wallet today, but I'm going to go shopping on Thursday because I have a coupon that I can't use until then. And it's for $20 off of my $40 or more purchase at Box Lunch, which is like my favorite store ever. And I am going to go buy I have to see what they have in store, but I definitely want to get the new or the Defying Gravity sweatshirt that I almost bought last time I was there and then I didn't. And I looked on their website. They didn't have this in store when I was there, but if they have the No One Mourns the Wicked hoodie, I'm for sure getting that too. I am super psyched. Wicked comes out in less than a month. However, I went on iTunes the other night to pre-order the soundtrack, and I'm sitting there going, where the fuck are half the songs? Like, where's For Good? Where is No Good Deed? Like, those are two of my favorite songs in that show. Why are they not in the movie? Well, Wicked is going to be, it's going to be two parts. They are basically doing it in two acts. And the first movie is going to, Defying Gravity is going to be um, the final scene in the first movie. And then there will be a second movie. And I was like, oh, great. EP Primify, welcome. Yeah, I did actually go. Yes, I am talking about DBT. I did talk about so I'm in a DBT program, and this tip skill is what we learned yesterday. So I did talk about that at the very beginning of my live stream. Yes. Are you familiar with DBT? So yeah. We actually, I think next Monday we're getting 2 new people in our class, which will be cool. We've only had 5. We're supposed to have 8 people, and there's only been 5 of us for the last few weeks since one person left and 2 people graduated. And I don't know how we're gonna go back to having 8 again because we barely like, we always get out on time, but, like, it's always rushed because we take so long. Like, a lot of us are talkers in my class, and so, like, there's just a lot of talking and a lot of, like, participation. So, anyway, I am going to get another drink. I will be back in 8 seconds. So that was the other thing I was gonna talk about. So on my birthday, my mom always asks, "What do you want to eat? Like, what do you want for dessert?" And they make whatever I want. And so for dinner, it's funny because a couple of weeks back, I saw this recipe on Facebook and it looked so good. And I didn't say anything about it. And then the next day, my stepdad sent me that same recipe and he's like, "This is what we're having tonight." I'm like, "Oh my God, I saw that last night and it looked so good." And he's like, "Yeah, your mom saw it too." So it's basically like a garlic chicken pasta type deal. I'm not sure, but it was so good. When we had it, I was like, "Okay, this is what I want for my birthday." So good. And then my mom said, "Well, what do you want for dessert?" And I said, I can't have dessert because every sugar just makes me so sick now." So my sister was like, "Yeah, but you can have stevia, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, what if I find something that I can make with stevia?" And I was like, "I mean, if you want to do that," but I was like, don't have to. It's not a huge deal." So my sister made a pumpkin bread pudding with stevia, and it was actually really good. Now, she's never done anything with stevia before, and stevia is, I don't remember how many 100 times, but it's a lot sweeter than sugar. And in this whole recipe, I think she said she used 8 packets of stevia, and I was like, "Girl, that's what I use in my coffee every day. I use 4 packets of stevia in each cup of coffee." So I think the recipe is definitely a keeper, but it needed more stevia. It was not very sweet at all. And again, stevia is very, very sweet, but it was really, really good. She did half with like pecans because she wasn't sure if I like nuts, and half without, but it was really good. And I don't know, it made me feel really good that she took extra time and effort to make a dessert that I could actually eat. So that was cool. But I don't know. Um, that's pretty much all that's new that I can talk about. Just really struggling with my anxiety and trying to decide what step I want to take next with that. Also, I kind of wish Rachel wasn't here. I'm gonna have to tell her later, but they oh, I forgot to tell her. They have Ariana Grande has a makeup line. It's what is it? I can't REM Beauty, I think, and they released a Wicked makeup basically. And there's a lipstick that I really, really want. You can't buy the lipstick on its own though. It comes in like a kit, and I don't really want anything else in there, but their palette is beautiful. But I can't seem to find the palette on like Ulta or anything like that. But I gotta remember to tell Rachel that. Um yeah, so anyway, Thursday I'm gonna go to Box Lunch and buy those sweatshirts. I may or may not go to Ulta and buy that Wicked kit. I don't know. It's 60 bucks for the kit, and it comes with 4 products. And again, like 3 of them, I kind of just like, I don't know if it's worth it because I don't know if so it's the Glinda makeup set, and it comes with, if I can find it. I didn't even know Ariana Grande had a makeup line. It's so freaking cute though. Where does it come with? Oh shit. I might not be able to get it. It's out of stock now. It wasn't a few days ago. Can I get okay, so it comes with Lustrous liquid eyeshadow, which is like a shimmery pink. I won't use that. I will not use that. Kohl eyeliner, which is like a matte icy light blue. I wouldn't use that on a regular basis. Blush and lipstick. It's in one blush slash lipstick. Probably would use, but don't need it. But what I really want is the metallic matte lipstick. It's called You've Been Galindified, and it's like a mauve pink with like gold pearlescent. It's beautiful, beautiful lipstick. But do I need all of those? No, I don't. So I don't know. Maybe someday they'll just release the lipstick on its own. I'm not sure. Um, oh, I posted on Facebook and I was asking for other people's experiences with Boost Bar. So anyway, somebody just responded with their bad experience with it. I forgot to stop at the store before I got home and get something to munch on later because I literally have no food here. I haven't even actually had that much to eat today. And all I think I have are some of my protein Fruity Pebble cookies left. And I know I'm gonna want something like salty and delicious later. But anyway, I think I might wrap it up. It's a super quiet night. I see. Oh, let me look before I speak on this. Let me find it. 1 second. YouTube. Did you guys know that we played Disney's Trivial Pursuit tonight? And I won, by the way. But in the movie Aladdin, the genie turns into a Disney character briefly, another Disney character. Do you know who? I did not remember that. So I had to look the scene up on YouTube and I was like, holy shit. I don't remember that at all. Oh, that's cool, Morrison. So I am sure you guys remember me saying like I saw a while back a comment that Kevin had said when he gets to 4K, he'd do a live stream. And at the time I was thinking, yeah, but you're not making content. Like, how are you going to get to 4K? And I think at the time, I feel like he was at like 3.5K. He's less than 100 subscribers away. And the last 2 weeks, he's gotten like several hundred subscribers on his channel. So he's less than 100 subscribers away from 4K. And he said he's doing a live stream at 4K. So we shall see. If you ever watch this, Kevin, better do a live stream, dude. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do the rest of the night. I've had a day. Um, I've had a day. I really wish that I had stopped before I got home and grabbed something to eat later because I'm like already hungry. I don't have anything, but whatever, it is what it is. I got this shirt for my birthday, which I was super excited about. Nobody here will know what it is, but it says, Belarus. It is the city of starlight. I asked for this shirt and I forgot that I asked for it. And I opened it and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so cool. Who got me that?" And my mom's like, "You asked for it." And I was like, "Oh." Yeah, it's all right, Morrison. Actually, like, mentally not the best. I've had a really, really rough couple of weeks. Really rough. To the point where, like I was talking about before you came in, that I am contemplating, some Boost Bar because I feel like I'm out of options and I cannot live like this anymore. Um, I'm just constantly in fight or flight. I'm so, like, hyper vigilant that I just cannot relax most of the time. So it is what it is. Like, I don't know, I'm taking my time, I'm thinking about things, but I just, like, my anxiety is so, so bad. Um, and I feel like I'm missing out on my life right now because of how overwhelming it is. Um, so yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm working on it. I'm doing the best that I can with the skills that I have. I actually was talking to my psychologist at DBT, and she was like, she said, let's not talk about it for a few weeks because she knows that my insurance is going to be changing. But she said, I want you to think about whether you would be interested in trying exposure therapy for your OCD. She said, it's going to be hard and it's going to make your anxiety horrible at first. But she said, look into it. And if you decide that you want to go that route, I've got some really, really good contacts. And I know that exposure therapy is the most effective treatment for OCD. Um, so I'm doing, like, some research and stuff into that. I just don't know how I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work because, like, I feel like my OCD is a little bit different than a lot of people's because I could go to your house or go to work or go to somebody else's house, and it's like I don't have OCD. I don't have to check your stove. I don't have to check this or check that. It's your house. I don't care. I don't sleep here. My cats aren't here. So it's like I feel like they'd have to come here for the exposure therapy to work, because if it's not my environment that I live and sleep in and that my cats live in, I'm not nervous about it. Like, I don't care. Like, I hope your house doesn't burn down, but I'm not gonna go and check your shit. So I mean, it's not just about, like, the fire safety is the biggest thing. It's probably the most intense of my, like, OCD fears, but, um, I don't know. It's just to the point where, like, it's getting worse, and I don't know why. It's like I'm addressing one aspect of my mental health and working, like, trying to work on my I don't maybe it's getting worse because I've been using some of my DBT skills on it. Like, I've been trying to do, like, the opposite to emotion action and implement that with OCD, and not and trying not to do the ritualistic checking, like letting myself check, but just once, but that's not working. And then my anxiety is horrible. And I mean, it was so bad that, like, I, I'm not even going to get into it. Cause, like, I feel like if people don't have it, they don't understand it. And it's kind of laughable. And trust me, like, it is to, like, logically, I see that, but, like, I understand that it's irrational, but that doesn't take it away, doesn't take the obsession away. Um, but I had, like, a really, really bad night a few nights ago where, uh it was not a good night at all. Like I went down to the basement at like 3 in the morning and I was like looking at everybody's furnaces. I was trying to find out like how old the furnaces were and like if I could tell like when they had last been serviced. And then I was trying to find out who the fuck's furnace is vibrating my floor because it ain't my furnace. And then I was trying to figure out whose furnace at the time was running because it was running for way, way too long. And I was freaking out about that. And it was just like literally my fear of that overran my fear of mice because I'm down in the basement at 3 in the morning. And I was like, fuck the mice. Like I gotta, make sure that there's not a fire. So then today I'm sitting in here getting ready. Like I just gotten up. I slept in today. I'm getting ready to put a bra on and go get Starbucks. And I hear my apartment manager come in. And it's not like I'm intentionally like eavesdropping, but if I'm not playing like the TV or whatever, like I can hear the like hallways right outside my door and I can hear everything said in the basement because of the vents. And I hear him talking to somebody and he's talking about electrical problems. And then he's talking about somebody's furnace and I'm going, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Like what's he talking about?" But they're only down in the basement for like less than a minute. And then they come back up and they go in the other building. So I go out to get my coffee and I'm looking to see like because the guy that he was with was in a work truck and it was I'm not going to say the name of the business, but basically they inspect and service and replace um, fire extinguishers and fire suppression systems. So I'm freaking out like, what the fuck's going on? Like, is there an electrical problem down in the basement? There's something wrong with somebody's furnace. Now, the lady above me isn't here. She broke her hip months and months and months and months ago. She's probably not coming back, even though her stuff's still all there. Um, why is her furnace on? Well, the apartment manager turned it on, probably so that her pipes don't freeze. But anyway, I think he turned it off because my floor is not vibrated today. But so I'm talking to my mom and Brian, and he was like, they probably were just inspecting the fire hydrants. Like they have to inspect them every year because it's a commercial property or whatever. They were probably because they were down there very quickly. He may not have been talking about electrical issues in here. It could have been talking about the other building. They could have just been shooting the shit about, wherever. But in my head, there's an electrical problem down in the basement. There's going to be an explosion. My cats are going to burn up and die a very slow, painful death. And that's where my head goes. I literally see the flames in my head. I see my cats under the bed in pain and suffering. And that's where my brain goes. And I cannot get it out of my head. And I start to hyperventilate. So and I don't know why. I don't know why. I have fears about other things. I have OCD about other things, but I don't know why the fire is what is like so intense. And again, like I had 2 fires in the last apartment complex that I lived in the apartment next to mine and the apartment below mine. And I guess I can't really remember if I had a fear of fire before that. I think I did. I think I did, but not to this extreme. And my mom was like, "Of course you do. Like, of course you do. Like, there were 2 fires within like a year in apartments that touched yours, you know?" I don't know. I feel like it's just because of my cats. Like, a lot of cats, they'll hear somebody, the smoke detector will go off and the cats, they're flippant. They'll just be like, "Oh, whatever." My cats are like me. They will go and run and hide under the bed, and I can't get them when there's space. I bought this bed, or did I buy it? Oh, yeah, well, it was my dad's, but it was almost brand new, and I bought it from him, specifically because it was so low to the ground that I didn't think my cats could get underneath it, and now they can get underneath it, but I can't. So, that's like they're gonna go under the bed, and I can't get them out to get them in the carrier. So, I understand how, like, again, logically irrational a lot of my fears are because a lot of those things are things that are out of my control. Like, I can control whether I leave the stove on or which is something that I check repeatedly several times a day. But, like, I have no control over the lady upstairs' furnace or whether there's a gas leak, like, those are things that I can't control. So, like, I need to learn to stop, like, fixating on them, and that's kind of, like, where I'm trying to use these skills that I've learned. But it's like my anxiety gets to such a high level, it's like the skills don't do anything. Like, they might for a minute, but then I'm right back into it again. I mean, I it's just not good. It's not a good situation. Uh, so anyway, it is what it is. I am doing some research and trying to figure out like what my best option is going to be. It's crazy because, like I said, the next 2 days it's going to be almost 80 degrees, which is like not very typical for this time of year. And all I can think about was 2 days where I don't have to worry about the furnace. Hell yeah. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. See, I wasn't worried about this shit during the summer. I was worried about fire still, but more from like my stove or from whatever else. But now it's all the gas furnaces. I've been having health issues and health anxieties. Oh, I'm sorry, Morrison. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, my mom has really bad, like really bad health anxiety, which I do understand because I used to have really bad health anxiety. It's like mine transferred. Um, it's like it transferred from like health stuff to like fire and door locks and all this other stuff. And but I did like I used to be like I don't know, I got a headache. It's probably a brain tumor or like my heart's racing. I'm probably having a heart attack and dying. I used to, and that's how I'm not saying that's how you are. That's how my mom's health anxiety is. Oh my God, Rob Clark, what are you doing? How are you? I called you, by the way. I called you back on my birthday in the evening and you didn't answer me, rude. Rob, do you want to see my dollar store tattoo? I did show it earlier in the stream, but Um, so yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Like I'm trying to stay positive and I am very, very blessed. I am very blessed that I have like my family is so supportive. Um, mostly because I think they get it. 'Cause like my mom like has her own different like fears and anxieties, but I don't know. I feel really, really supported and I like as ridiculous as I know I sound sometimes, I also know that they're not judging me for it because they understand that, like, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not trying to be, like, a pain in the ass. Like, I'm legitimately terrified, and it's like I don't have control over it, so Oh, I know. I'll show it. I showed it earlier. Sleep, yeah. Yeah, so I got a ghost kitty. My sister, we were gonna get matching tattoos, but she liked the cat with the leaves, and she also got a pumpkin. I could have gotten 2, but my sister was paying for it, and this little baby tattoo was like $120. So it's my ghost kitty. I can't show it gracefully. Um, but yeah, I can't really get close enough to show you, but that's my little ghost kitty with it's got little bats and flowers. Super cute. I might eventually get it colored in someday. We'll see. But it was so fun. Like I was saying earlier, like the people who own the tattoo um, salon, they're 2 women, they're a couple, and one of their moms was there running the desk, and she found out it was my birthday. She made me put this like crown on and take pictures. It was all Barbie themed. Like the whole tattoo shop was Barbie themed. It was a lot of fun. We had such a good time. So, and then I was saying after that, my sister and I took a gummy and I did VR. I did her VR headset, her Oculus for the first time, and I showed a video of that. It was an experience for sure, but I had a really good time. So that's a blessing. Yeah, it really is. It really is. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do without my family, you know, they've just like specifically like my mom and my stepdad and my sister. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm having a high noon, Rob. I just it was funny because like the liquor store closed at 8 and I wasn't sure, like wasn't even planning on live streaming tonight. We finished, I went to my mom's, we were playing Disney Trivial Pursuit. And it was like 7:30 and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I could kind of do a live stream in a high noon, but the liquor store closed at 8." So I got there at like quarter of, and it was like rush hour. Everybody realized they were about to close. And all of a sudden, like when I walked in, I was the only one in there. And then when I walked out, there was like just people kept coming in and coming in. But yeah. So, Rob, Wicked comes out at the end of November, not next week. And it's going to be a two-part movie. I didn't tell you that. I said it earlier tonight, but it's going to be a two-part movie. They're ending it after like the first kind of act in the show at Defying Gravity. They're ending the movie. So I legit think that Ariana Grande channeled Kristen Chenoweth to do this film. She did talk a lot about like channeling in her interviews, and Ariana is a wonderful mimic. Like, I don't know if you guys ever saw this. Her and Kelly Clarkson went on to Saturday Night Live and they did like a jukebox karaoke kind of like competition or whatever. And it was Pop Divas. And Ariana can mimic people so well, so well. But she talked a lot about Wicked and how like I think she practices witchcraft, but like she kept like the word channeling kept getting thrown up. And I'm like, that bitch is channeling Kristen Chenoweth. And now she's close with Kristen Chenoweth. She met Kristen and Adina at Wicked when it came out on Broadway. And she was from day one, she's like, I want to be in the show. I feel like she wanted to be Elphaba, but anyway, and the trailers that I've seen, and I wish that I could play them without getting freaking copyright, but in the trailers that I've seen, she is doing, she's great. I honestly, like, I'm not a fan of Ariana. Like, I don't dislike her. I'm just not a fan, but she is funny. Funny. I can't find there's this one trailer that I found once, and I've never been able to find it again. There's 3 trailers, 2 official trailers, and then there's the Defying Gravity. Let me pull up my, this person who plays Elphaba, I have never heard of her before. Apparently, she's well known. I don't know if she's from the musical theater world. I don't know what realm, like where she is from. She's incredible. There was this one, like, I get emotional every time I watch it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to share it. I don't even care. You know what? I don't even care. As long as I pause it and talk, it should be fine, right? Right? Hang on. Did I share it? This is trailer number 2. I don't remember which one this is.
Fellow Ozians, the Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
Don't let her get away!
Let me tell you the whole story.
I hate to pause, but I don't want to get dinged for, like, I have to in order to like not get dinged for anything. But hopefully this is the one that has Elphaba's battle cry. It is the very last part of Defying Gravity. And I've never heard the battle cry done quite like she does it. And it is so good. It's so good.
Our paths did cross. At school. Unlimited. Oh, you're green.
I am.
Together we're...
Love her. What is her name? I've never seen her before. I've never heard of her. I've got to Google her name again. I can't remember, but she is so good.
Unlimited. She had her secrets. There is no fight we can.
So for those of you who don't know, not to interrupt, but I have to because I don't want to get dinged. This is based on the book Wicked by Gregory Maguire, which was a spin. It was kind of Elphaba's tale from The Wizard of Oz. The musical, however, sort of morphed. I forgot her name. She was somebody who ended up playing Elphaba, but Idina Menzel was not cast originally to play Elphaba. It was somebody else. And before they went to Broadway, they ended up getting rid of the one person. I forget who she was. And choosing Idina, but Kristen Chenoweth was Glinda from the beginning. And as the writers and the producers and the musical directors saw sort of this, I think it was Kristen Chenoweth really that inspired them to make it more of a friendship story, a story of love between Glinda and Elphaba. And that's really where that came from. And it's just a beautiful story of friendship between these two. I also want to point out that the vocals that are in these trailers are not the vocals that will be in the movie. They're very sort of like, I don't know what you want to call it, but like soft and muted, and they're not going to be like that in the film because I read about that.
Why is it you're always causing some sort of commotion?
I don't cause commotions. I am one. Some of us are just different.
Listen to me. You can do anything.
I know.
Just follow the road. It's gonna lead you right to me. The best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy. This wicked witch.
Don't be afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
The wizard that there is or was is ever gonna bring me down.
So that they did not do the final battle cry in that one. They did, but it was an edited version. I got to try to find the other one. Yeah, it is. It's such a good story. Like, again, like it's just a beautiful story of friendship and how I'm so bad at explaining things, but oh God, I'm so bad at explaining things. Let me see if I can, this was that trailer too. Where's the, oh yeah.
Are people born wicked? Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? You're green.
I am.
Welcome, new students, to Shiz University. Miss
Elphaba.
You can room with Miss Glinda.
Oh, popular. I know about popular. Oh, I saved you some space, by the way.
Do you really think this is fair?
I do not. I was promised a private suite. But thanks for asking. La, 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 la.
Please, everyone take your seats. In today's Oz, a real sorcerer who possesses true magic has become all too rare.
Absolutely remarkable.
That was you who made all that happen. How did you do it?
I don't know. I've never known.
You, come with me.
Of course.
Not you. You.
I need to find the like unofficial trailer because that's the best one that talks about like their kind of the first interaction between Glenda and Elphaba. They go to like this party and or Glenda's trying to be like, oh, here, wear this like witch's hat or whatever. You'll look so cool, but it's really like meant to make her look like an idiot. And Glenda sees how people are responding, and that's like when she finally like feels bad and she goes up to her and she God, I gotta find that. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful moment.
You're the one the wizard has been waiting for.
Glinda?
Ew. I know. It's my granny's. I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much.
Hey.
You should join us tonight. And don't tell me you have nothing to wear. Because you could wear this.
Something has changed within me.
She doesn't give a twink what anyone thinks.
Something is not the same.
Of course she does. She just pretends not to.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz summons you to the Emerald City. Come with me.
What?
To meet the wizard.
I couldn't possibly. This is your moment. I'm coming.
She is funny. Who would have known that Ariana is that good of a comedic actress? She is funny.
I am Oz, the great and terrible.
Something bad is happening in Oz.
The best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy.
You have no real power.
That's why I need you.
Don't let her get away! This wicked witch.
Don't be afraid.
I'm sorry. I have such goosebumps right now. Like this show, this story, this friendship, it's like it's life. I love it. It makes me so happy.
I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
That was her that's her battle cry. That was her battle cry.
It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
I've never heard the battle cry done quite like that before, but anyway, I love it. I love Wicked. I just love it. It's my favorite show of all time, and I am thrilled to shit that they're making a movie out of it. When I first heard that Ariana was cast as Glinda, I was a little irritated. Now, I knew before they made this movie or before they announced that they were making it that Ariana was a fan of Wicked and that she was close with Kristen. I had always thought that if Ariana was going to play anything in this film, she was going to play Elphaba. I'm glad that she is not playing Elphaba. Like I said, I have no idea who that is who's playing Elphaba, but I love her already. Like I don't know anything about her, but just from the trailers, I love her. She's perfect. She's perfect. I'm pretty sure I've already shown my favorite ending of Defying Gravity on here, done by the amazing Alice Fern from the West End, which is like London's version of Broadway. She is my favorite Elphaba. Actually, my brother, sister, and I were supposed to go see Wicked. It was like right after COVID. I feel like it was right after Broadway reopened. And now I can't remember who at the time was playing Elphaba. Because that's a big thing to me. Like I don't know. I want to like the cast because Wicked is so near and dear to my heart that I really want it to be a good Elphaba. And it's funny because there's been so many different Elphabas, and this is no shade to Adina. The original Elphaba. But she may be my least favorite Elphaba. Does anybody have anything they want me to play? I have to actually use the bathroom really, really quickly. Let's see. Can I like play something? Rob, are you still here or no? I'm just going to use the bathroom. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Okay. Let's see. I know somebody else is still in here. Rob, where'd you go? I'm surprised. I didn't even know he was still subscribed to my YouTube channel. That was a shock. I hope everybody else is doing well. I hope Megan's doing well. I haven't heard from her in quite a while. I was hoping Rachel would stop in, but she may or may not be busy. I'm not sure. I was just saying, Morrison, earlier before you came in, remember I had mentioned a while ago that I saw in a comment Kevin had said when he hit 4K, he would do a live stream. And at that point, I think he was at like 35 or 3,600. And I was like, how are you going to hit 4K when you're not making new content? He's less than 100 subscribers away. In the last couple of weeks, he has gotten a couple hundred subscribers, and he is less than 100 subscribers away from 4K. So that'll be interesting to see if he gets there and if he does a 4K live stream. We shall see. Let's see. Wicked. I don't know. Like my mind is all things Wicked right now. I've been using it. I have not seen that trailer. I've been using it kind of to distract myself a little bit lately, but also like I love Wicked, so why not? I love everything about it. Everything about it. So anyway, that would be dope. I know it'd be weird. Well, it will be, but it'd also be like weird as shit. Weird as shit. Righteous Monkey left a comment on my last live stream because, like, I think I remember I said I stopped in his live stream and I kept talking to him and like he wasn't even like responding to me. So hopefully he's doing well. And he commented, he was like, "Oh my God." He was like, "I just saw that on the replay." He was like, "I didn't see it while you were or while I was live. I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing well." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." It gets you in a good space. Ain't nothing. Yeah, exactly. And they talk about that in DBT. Like it's okay to distract yourself with things that make you feel good as long as they're things that are healthy and it's not at like an obsessive level. The thing is, like, I really need to these crisis skills are not ingrained in me, so I don't think to use them. And again, like I've had to kind of redefine what I would term as a crisis because what I've been experiencing with my anxiety lately is technically an emotional crisis because I'm so dysregulated that I'm not able to utilize my other skills. So that's technically what would, at least in DBT terms, they would say is a crisis. So I really need to try to use those stop skills and those tip skills that we just learned. I don't know how effective they are with OCD. Like I'm clearly emotionally dysregulated during those events, but it's not like in regard to an interpersonal relationship or, this is OCD. So I don't know how effective those things are. But righteous monkeys, man. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm glad he left that comment because at first I was like, why isn't he responding to me? Rude. I feel like I'm looking at an uphill battle, to be honest. It's very overwhelming. Oh, I'm sorry, Morrison. I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't know what's going on, but I hope everything's okay. And I hope that everything will be okay. Who the frick is that? Oh my God. I don't understand why people use so many filters. I was like, who is that? And then I was like, oh, that's my friend. She's got a filter on because she does not look like that in real life. I'll tell you that. I don't understand why people use filters. I mean, I'll use a little bit of a blurring filter so that my forehead wrinkles, watch. So my forehead wrinkles aren't as bad. Let me turn my filter off. Watch. Okay, my filter's off. So the coloring is a little bit different. My forehead wrinkles are a little bit more pronounced. And here I'm putting the filter back on again. But I'm talking about like major filters where people almost look like completely different people, Filters the devil. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree to an extent for sure. But I'm gonna share. Oh, so here's the other bitch. So the other day, first of all, I have a confession to make. Well, I canceled my gym membership because I haven't gone since June? Somewhere around there. It's been a long time. And I'm sick of paying for it if I'm not going to go. And right now, I'm not going to go. So I canceled my gym membership. And then I emailed StreamYard because I was like, excuse you, you're charging me $20 more a month than you're supposed to. Well, I don't know why I don't get these notices, but so typically I have the first tier of paid StreamYard, right? So it was always $25 a month. It's now $45 a month for StreamYard for the basic StreamYard, not free version, the basic paid version. And I'm debating whether I'm going to keep it or not, because at the very most I live stream once a week. The reason that I upgraded in the first place was because I was live streaming so often and for so long at the beginning that I wasn't able to do it on StreamYard, because when you have free StreamYard, you only get a certain number of hours, I guess you can do a month. I would not surpass that now. I did at the beginning. I would not now. Obviously, there are other perks, I'm able to save a lot of potentially I'm able to save my StreamYard streams and edit them on StreamYard, but my memory is full, or my storage is full. So I need to go through and edit down or delete old live streams, because none of these live streams save because it's full. But anyway, I'm trying to decide now whether I'm going to keep the paid live stream or not, or the paid StreamYard or not, because $45 a month, that's kind of a little ridiculous when YouTube is a hobby. I live stream sometimes once a week. So I have to decide on that. But as I said, I canceled my gym membership. Oh, also last week, my sister and I were watching a movie on Disney Plus at her house. And I was like, why do you have ads on your Disney Plus? And she's like, what do you mean you don't? And I was like, no. Well, I realized, why I don't have ads on my Disney Plus, because this whole time I've been paying for Disney Plus Premium. Ain't that a bitch? I've been paying this whole time for the premium and I never even watched Disney Plus. I mean, very, very rarely. Little bit is watching you, Izzy. Franklin has been sleeping with me every night in bed, which is new. Like he always used to, but when we moved here, he stopped. But it's so funny because like in the last few months, Bentley has gotten so possessive over me that when Bentley sees that like Franklin is going to lay on my lap, Bentley will go and get there first. And Franklin is like 3 times, well, he's actually only like 1.5 pounds heavier than Bentley, but he's a lot bigger than Bentley. He's a lot stronger than Bentley. He could put Bentley in his place and he doesn't. And Bentley will always run and get wherever he thinks Franklin is going first. And now that Franklin's laying in bed at night, so Bentley, I sleep on my stomach, but when I start off in bed, like I'll sleep on my left side and Bentley will be right here and he'll cuddle, like we'll entwine our arms and cuddle up like this until like I start to fall asleep and then I'll roll over. And Franklin lays either like, he lays somewhere around like my hip or my knee area. And now that he's back into bed, Bentley doesn't like it. Like Franklin will get into bed and Bentley, his whole face will change. He'll like smush it all up. And he'll like glare at Franklin. And Franklin, like, he will not come on the top half of the bed. Like he looks at Bentley like he's scared. And I was like, dude, you outrank him, you outweigh him. You could knock him for a loop. What are you doing? You know, Franklin's like my OG. I don't have a favorite. Like I love them both to death. But like Franklin was here first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's funny, but it's kind of like, dude, lay off of Franklin, you know? I love kitties. Actually, Morrison, today is National Cat Day. I'm not sure if you are aware of that or not. I was not aware of it until I saw it posted all over Facebook. I actually have not posted a picture yet of my kitties, but it is National Cat Day. I have a confession about YouTube Premium. Oh, so I can't every single time literally every night I consider it because I listen to audiobooks at night before I fall asleep. And I don't read audiobooks because I can't stay focused on them. But when I'm falling asleep, they're very soothing to me. I literally always listen to Harry Potter. But I don't want to pay for like Audible or whatever else. So I always watch them on YouTube. Because again, like it's just kind of background noise. But like I'll be like right in the middle of like, you know, this big thing between Harry and Dumbledore. And I'm like almost asleep. And all of a sudden, this ad that's like a totally different volume than the nice soothing audiobook. And lately all of my ads are about schizophrenia. Like, what are you trying to tell me? Rude. So every night when I'm falling asleep, I am debating YouTube Premium. And I honestly, out of like Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon, and Max, which are the streaming services that I utilize, YouTube is what I watch the most of. So it would make sense for me to get YouTube Premium. What is it now? Like what is it like $14.99 a month, Morrison? Or I don't know, like I don't know if you care about saying how much it is, but I really am considering YouTube Premium. I wasn't aware. Happy National. Well, like I said, I wasn't either. My mom had posted in one of her groups, like, post your pictures of your cats. And I was like, well, she just likes cats. And then she said something when I went over there about National Cat Day. And I was like, oh, my bad. So is that the only perk you get is no ads? Or do you get, like with that YouTube Premium, do you get access to like the YouTube movies that aren't free? Or is that literally like your only perk? I wonder if I can DoorDash Taco Bell. See, this is I knew I should have stopped and got food before I came home. Idiot. Oh, you know what? I just want a grilled cheese and steak burrito. Let's see, Taco Bell. Can I get it delivered to me? It says they can get it delivered to me. Should I try it? I haven't explored the perks, just got it for the dang ads. Yeah, honestly, I'm really considering it. I've been trying to cut down on things that like I'm not using anymore. So I was a member of two, like I'm a member of two YouTube channels, and I essentially became a member so that I could also access their Discords. And I was active for like a week on both of them, and then I'm not on either one of them anymore. And I have one that I prefer over the other. So I canceled one today. And they're both like, I love both the people. Like they're both like booktube creators, but like I wasn't participating in the book clubs, and I'm not active in their Discords. I'm not active. So I was like, you know what? Like, why am I paying for this? I'm paying for it because I wanted to support the creators, but like I'm just trying to cut down. Oh God, you guys, look at all this food. Oh, all right. So I could get Taco Bell, Arby's. Oh my God, Burger King. I would love a Whopper. Why do these all say $0 delivery fee? I don't have like Grubhub, whatever, like Grubhub Plus. So I don't understand why they say $0 delivery fee. Applebee's. I don't want Applebee's at all. Oh shit. I could have gotten the place where I bought my high noon. They're on Grubhub. They're closed now, clearly, but do I want burger? Oh my God. What the hell kind of big ass burger is that on Arby's main picture? If I was going to get something, I probably won't. Maybe I will. Should I get actually where is it? Arby's makes an amazing buttermilk chicken sandwich. Should I get Arby's, Taco Bell, or Burger King? Now, first of all, why is there a purple bun on that picture? Is that like a Halloween Whopper? Now, keep in mind, it's going to be cold by the time it gets here because it's not in my town. It's in like the next town over. By the way, I may be creating an opening closing song for Paul's channel. So Paul is I forgot what his channel name was. Oh, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his channel name. His mod asked me to create one. Oh, that's cool. That would be cool. Arby's? God. You know what? I actually have been craving a burger. Oh, I ordered from Arby's in January of 2023. I ordered a crispy chicken sandwich with curly fries and a diet. Oh, I'm going to assume it was a Diet Coke because that's what they have. Oh, they do have good French fries. Oh, yeah, their crispy chicken sandwich. Yeah, but I would love. I swear that their Arby's burgers are a new thing. I don't ever remember them having, first of all, that says Turkey Club, but the picture is burger. I don't ever remember them having burgers on their menu before. Their roast beef is pretty damn good though, with their horsey sauce. Oh, that Paul reporting like, okay, but there is another Paul. Wait, isn't that guy, I'm subscribed to him, but I can't think of his name. Isn't your friend that does, isn't his name Paul too, or no? Do you know who I'm talking about? Do you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, that's probably true. Warms up better. Arby's burgers are new and I have no desire to try it. I know. I do love their roast beef, but honestly, like a burger sounds so freaking good right now. I don't need a double burger though. Oh, let's see. Thick and juicy all beef burger with American cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, and a special burger sauce. What is on that? On a toasted brioche bun. What's that? What's their burger sauce? Do I want to? I kind of want to try it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know what. Or I'm not had their gyros either. Gyros, whatever you want to call them. Where's their crispy chicken sandwich is bomb. It's so good. They used to have a buttermilk chicken sandwich and they got rid of it, and that was really good. I wouldn't want the beef and cheddar. I would the classic roast beef. Thinly sliced roast beef on a toasted sesame seed bun, served with Arby's or horsey sauce. That sounds bomb too. Do I want a burger or do I want roast? Did they say the calories? Let me see if they say the calories. No, thank God. I don't want to know how many calories I'm eating. You're thinking of the Nephilim guy. Oh, am I? Well, no, that's not. Okay, so his name is Paul. That wasn't who I was thinking of. I think the guy who I was thinking of is actually, I think his name maybe was James. The gay true crime guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's cool. I actually did watch Morrison. I don't know how long it'll take to get here. I did watch a live stream. Who did I watch? It's that lawyer that I've been subscribed to for years on YouTube. Oh God, I forgot her name. She's got like pink hair. Anyway, I did watch the live stream of Suitcase Sarah's verdict, whenever it was. I don't know when it was. Very, very, very recently. I watched that. Oh my God. Should I want the fries, but I want curly fries. I don't want those funny looking crinkle fries that are on there. What the hell are crinkle fries? I don't want crinkle fries. I want curly fries. All right, medium curly fries. I don't really need a drink because they only have Diet or they only have Coke, and I don't really like Diet Coke. Whatever, we'll get one anyway. It's free. It's included. All right, I need horsey sauce. Oh wait, that's extra. Yeah, I need horsey sauce. Oh wait, no, I'm getting a burger. I don't need horsey sauce. Hang on, I don't need horsey sauce. It's a burger. Wait, do I have ketchup? I got to see if I have ketchup. All right, I have ketchup. Hopefully it's not expired. Emily Baker. Yes. I think I can't remember if I started following her because she was covering like all the stuff with the Britney Spears case, but I've been following her for quite a while. No way I was in oh, were you in the stream? I'm not even sure if I was actually reading the chat. I was probably playing it in the background on my TV and then like playing a game on my phone. Yeah, no, I don't want crinkle fries. All right, I don't need any sauce packets. I forgot what I was getting here. Okay. All right, so a deluxe burger. It says it's got a special burger sauce. I hope it's like Big Mac sauce. I'm going to get it with a medium curly fry. Oh my God. Wait a minute. This is so expensive. Hang on. Let me see how much it's going to cost in total. All right. I do not want Dash Pass. That's not actually horrible because it's like 15 minutes away. In this traffic right now, no traffic, aka 15 minutes away. 17.25. We're gonna do it. We're sure gonna do it. Let's try us an Arby's. Oh my God, am I gonna do a mukbang? All right. They're gonna forget something, these assholes. All right, I'm placing my order. Oh wait, no, it came to 21. Wait, how much did I just pay for that? I think it was like 20. Hang on. How much did I just pay for that? How the hell much did I just pay for that? That was that they just like jacked up the price of the last minute before I caught it and I hit the submit button. And then I was like, wait, I thought you said 17 something. And then it was like 24 something. Hang on. All right. So I paid 20. All right. I paid 21.25. So the food was 13.19. And then it was $3. They didn't charge me a delivery fee. I don't know why. A $3 service fee. So that's 16. And then tax 17. And then, oh, my tip. All right. 21 bucks for food delivered from the next town over. I'll freaking take it. It's fine. Totally fine. I hope this burger is so good because I'm so excited for it. I really like her. I started following her because Paul. Oh, did he? Yeah, I feel like I probably found her during the Britney stuff, the conservatorship stuff. And I feel like there was something else. I don't watch her regularly. But I do really like her. I love her hair, actually. I will. I'll review it. Oh my God. This could be like a really bad decision, but I'm excited. I'm hungry. I wonder how many calories that is. This will be the third time I've eaten today. What did I eat for dinner? I had meatball stew and homemade mashed potatoes and green beans, but I didn't have seconds. And my first meal of the day was 4 chicken wings. So I guess not too bad. I haven't had a piece of nicotine gum in hours, almost 2 hours. I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for showing that Wicked clip because I didn't really like, oh shit, what the fuck did I just do? I didn't transform it in any way. I just kind of butted it in and talked a few times. So I feel like I might get booted for that or get like some kind of copyright strike. Whatever. Oh, let's see. What are you going to eat, Morrison? Anything good? I'm so hungry. What time is that? What time did I eat? It's only been like 4.5 hours since I had dinner. Did you see? No, literally all I watched from that whole trial was the verdict. So I was really like, as somebody who has not followed this trial at all, who just had like a basic kind of like understanding of the crime, I was very confused as to why the prosecutors went for second-degree murder. Why wasn't she charged with first-degree murder? Like, I don't understand that. So I'm not surprised at all that she was convicted of second-degree murder. Why? I'm sure there's a reason for why the prosecutors did not go for first-degree murder. And then doesn't Florida still have the death penalty? Obviously, they can't go for it with second degree, but I just don't understand why, clearly, drunk or not, it was premeditated. Like, I don't understand if they didn't think they had enough evidence to go for first degree. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning was. Like I said, I didn't watch it, but my mind was blown because if I had been on that jury, I would have said yes in a heartbeat to first degree premeditated murder. Ooh, blackened shrimp pasta. That sounds so good. Right. I get that. I just like, just based alone on the video that she took, again, drunk or not, of him in the suitcase saying, I can't breathe. To me, that's premeditation enough to be like, first degree, bitch, I hope you fry. I get it. Like second degree, it's like a sure win, but I don't know. I kind of wish that she had been charged with first degree. I'm not talking even about like capital punishment, whatever, but like, when is her sentencing? Because with like, so she declined a plea deal, right? Like, didn't she have a plea deal, plea offer or whatever, and she declined it? So now she's kind of screwed, but second degree is what, 15 years in Florida, something like that. I know it would be more difficult, but I still feel like the video in and of itself proves premeditation. He's literally alive saying, I cannot breathe. Logic tells you, you cannot breathe. If you leave me in this suitcase, I will die. Sorry, how's it feel? How do you think I feel when you do this to me? You know, but I get it. I'm just glad that Florida finally got their shit together. Assholes acquitting Casey Anthony. Like, thank you, Florida, finally for getting a verdict right. You know, December 2nd. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Was that what the plea deal was for 15 years? Okay. Okay. So it was the 15 years that she would have gotten had she agreed to the plea, and she didn't. So 25 years to life, depending on whatever. Now, okay. So yeah, none of the cases that I watched from Florida got to penalty phase. So is penalty phase jury or judge in Florida? Like, who decides on the sentence, or on the sentence? Does the judge decide that, or does the jury decide that, or does the jury make the recommendation and ultimately the judge decides? But she still gets the chance for parole with second degree, right? Yeah, of course she does. It's second degree murder. Yeah. I don't know. Did she take the stand, Morrison? She had to have, right? Eventually, someday, I'll probably watch the trial. Like, I watched the Casey Anthony trial as it happened. I watched the Jodi Arias trial as it happened. But a lot of like the other trials that I watched, I didn't watch until quite a bit later. I don't know. It just takes me a while to get into things, I feel like. Okay, so the judge decides. Okay, so the jury's done. So does she have like, well, obviously for sentencing, like they can talk about like mitigating factors. What was I going to say about that? Okay, so the jury's done then, I would assume. She may, but she won't ever admit to the crime, right? She took the stand. Oh, really? Did she? Oh my God. She basically channeled Jodi Arias and blamed, I'm always going to say his name. Okay, Morrison. Do they call him George, or do they call him Jorge? Like, I don't know what to call him, and I don't want to seem like ignorant, but I don't know what I'm supposed to call him. Yeah, I was enraged at the I keep calling her Jodi Arias trial, enraged, because like people like her are why real victims of domestic violence are not believed. It's people like her. And I'm not saying Travis was perfect. Like, Travis had his issues, whatever, but what her attorneys, how they allowed her to slander his name and accuse him of things like child pee, disgusting. Oh my Lord. Mitigating will be a psychologist, but he has lots of fan that will give statements. Okay. So they're going to call a psychologist on her behalf, or are you saying her mitigation specialist? Because usually like we'll have a mitigation specialist, but they don't ever like, they only ever worked with like the accused. Like, they don't ever like go on on the stand. Oh, so okay, so it'll be the psychologist for the defense Did the defense psychologist, or I guess the prosecuting psychologist, like, did she have a psychological evaluation, Morrison? And if so, were there any diagnoses made? It's pronounced George. Okay. And the defense attorneys oh God, I freaking hate that shit. I hate it. It's so not fair. I hate that. The psychologist on her behalf, right? And his family against her. Okay. All right. I'm just checking the status of my DoorDash. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. How is that going to be here that soon? Hang on. Where's my little mappy? I have to pee. It always makes me want to like go back and rewatch. Like, I'm always interested now. I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm curious to go back now that I know that I have borderline personality disorder and rewatch the Jodius. Every time I call her Jodius, Jodi Arias trial, because obviously the prosecuting psychologist diagnosed her with BPD. The defense psychologist diagnosed her with battered woman syndrome. She met with her 9 times and didn't want to diagnose her with shit, but said she had at least 4 to 5 NARC traits. How many traits for NPD? Is it 9, the same as BPD? Give me 1 second. I just have to use a bathroom. I was so excited just thinking about my classic chicken sandwich that I was about to devour. And then I remembered that I ordered a burger. Her psychologist said she has battered women syndrome too. Oh, 7. How many? I wonder how many traits NPD has. 7 out of how many? How do I see where my freaking order status is? I think the guy already picked it up. How do I see? Oh, this man's on his way to me. How do I find where he is at? Okay, DoorDash looks way different. I'd like to see where you are. I don't even recognize this. I don't live in San Francisco. I don't live in San Francisco. Why is this a map of San Francisco? Oh, Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp. That sounds good. I am so confused. Okay, they just uploaded the receipt. That is the right town, so they're clearly not in San Francisco. I don't quite know why the map is showing San Francisco. Okay, so they have to have 7 of 9 traits. Interesting, because with BPD, you have to have 5 of 9, which I always thought was like a little bit small. So Morrison, I have been doing a lot of research, and I know, like, obviously, we've talked about this before, but I believe firmly now that I do have quiet BPD. Simply, I will split. Like, I've split in front of you. I split in front of my family because I know that it's safe to do those things. Like, I know that like I'm not necessarily going to have repercussions, but I am very capable of hiding those extreme emotional reactions in situations where it would be detrimental of me to have those reactions, like work or work, in public. So I don't know where that came from, but anyway, I just mean to say that I firmly believe that I have quiet BPD. I just would like to see where my driver is. Like, I don't understand why I can't see that. Like, it says they could be here in 1 minute, but where the frick is my map? Like, how do I see where you are? Just want my food. Mm. Oh my gosh. This never used to look like this. I used to be able to just click on the thing. I haven't ordered DoorDash in so long. Where are you? I don't understand why this map is San Francisco. I don't live in San Francisco. I don't live anywhere. I'm on the total opposite side of the country. Oh, there's New York. I'm so fucking confused. I don't understand what's going on. And now it's showing me New York City. Where are you where is my driver? I start to get like anxious and irritated about this shit. Where are you, bitch? I mean, it says she's going to be here in like 1 to 2 minutes. So I'm just going to like open my little. Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh my God. Did I change my address since I moved? Hang on. You know what I just realized? My address. So my address is correct. However, my driveway, like my driveway is not on the street that my address is on, if that makes any sense. So I'm afraid they're not going to be able to find me because my driveway is not, I'm sure they will call me. I had that issue only one time it was either FedEx. I think it was FedEx who delivers for Chewy. They were like, you don't live on that street. And I was like, I do, but like my address is on this street, but like my driveway is on a different street. I don't know why they do that. I gotta like open my blinds so I can see if anybody pulls in. If I could see where they were on the map, pause the stream for what? I will when they get here, but for what? Oh, all right. They're here. 1 second. Okay. I was like, the whole time I was out there, I was like, oh my God, did I reveal something I wasn't supposed to? All right. Got my Diet Coke. That ain't Pepsi. I'll have to deal with that. Okay. I don't have enough room up here. Oh God, there's like a thing in front of my. How do I get my thingy through there? Ah, why do they put these? I get it. They do it for sanitation reasons, but where am I going to put my straw through? The thing's blocking my straw hole. Oh my God. All right. I got it. All right. Let's see. Those fries smell damn good. There's everything open. I don't have enough room up here. Curly fries. I got the sticker stuck to my finger. All right. I'm gonna have to use my DBT binder as like a tray here. I don't have enough room. All right. I hope the sauce on this burger is good. Why does that say double on the top? I didn't get a double. All right. So smells kind of like mac sauce. A little bit. Here's the burger. I can't believe I'm doing like a freaking mukbang. I forgot how good Arby's fries are. They're so freaking good. I always try to eat the fries first because you can't really reheat fries, unless you do it in like the air fryer. I saw our friend there did a update on like the Delphi trial. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't watched it yet. Pasta. I love shrimp. It's weird because I feel like I'm having for the last like week wisdom teeth pain, but my wisdom teeth are all out. So like, what the hell's back there that's causing pain? I don't know. Let's try this Diet Coke. I can do Diet Coke if it's fountain, for sure. I wish we could watch something while we were eating. Are you still doing that like meal plan thing, Morrison, or no? I'm going to have to, if I keep this up, if I don't get a ding for copyright for playing those Wicked trailers, I'm going to have to label this as like a mukbang. All right, let's try this burger. Yeah, I don't mind when it's like fountain Coke. I just don't like it any other way. It's good. It's definitely a well done burger, which I would like medium rare. The sauce is similar, I feel like, to like hang on, I'm gonna try it again before I compare the sauce. It's not, but it's close to something. It kind of tastes like, I have something stuck in my teeth. 1 second. It kind of tastes like a mix of mac sauce, ketchup, and Chick-fil-A sauce. Which I've never actually had Chick-fil-A, but we have a local restaurant that makes something called a better than Chick-fil-A sandwich, and they use that sauce. I don't know. I've had a sauce similar, and I feel like it was from a grocery store, and they called it, I don't know if they called it burger sauce or chicken sauce. I forgot to ask for no pickles. I do like pickles. I just don't love them in burgers. Honestly, it's super well done. Again, of course it is. It's fast food. But for fast food, it's not a bad quality burger. I always felt like Arby's, like their produce was a little bit more fresh. I don't eat fast food very often. It's pretty damn good, honestly. It really is. Like, it is hitting the spot right now. I'm actually really glad, Morrison, that you said this, because this is way more satisfying than a steak burrito. What are we gonna get? Oh, grilled cheese burrito. Hey, Rachel. Apparently I'm doing a mukbang because I had a few drinks, and then like I realized I didn't have enough food today. And oh god, I'm getting a crumb. I wanted to see if DoorDash was available where I live. So it's from Arby's. It's just like their basic like deluxe cheeseburger with some kind of weird burger sauce on it. And I got their curly fries. It's good. It's good. I can't believe that I'm eating on live stream. I guess when you have a couple drinks in you, you don't really care, but I was saying, Rachel, Ulta, well, probably other stores too. I didn't know that Ariana Grande had a makeup line. What is it? REM Beauty. And there's Wicked makeup products. I love the palette and I love the Glinda lipstick, but you can't buy things individually, and I don't want to buy like the whole set. It's good. How are you, Rachel? I taste like there's must be an onion ring mixed in with my French fries. I keep tasting onion. I never use ketchup with fast food fries ever. But I'm having like pain when I eat over here in my gums. Yeah, so I want the Glindified lipstick, but as of right now anyway, you can't just get it on its own. You have to get it in like a set. And I don't really see myself using anything else in that set. Wait, why do what? I don't know why I never get the Ulta catalog anymore. They never send it to me anymore. Oh, I have no idea. I was just saying a little while ago It almost feels like before I had my wisdom teeth out, where I just have this like pain over here in that part of my gum. But I don't have wisdom teeth anymore, so I don't really know why. I have no idea. I can't believe how fast they got here. I really can't. I can't remember the last time I had fast food. Holy shit, this is satisfying. It's so good. Shrimp pasta. It sounds like something that Applebee's has. Like blackened shrimp pasta or something. Their burger sauce, it tastes like something. I can't think of what it is. I know. I had pasta. How did I have dinner? Oh, I had pasta on Sunday. Oh, really, Rachel? I love shrimp. I could eat shrimp every single day. It's probably my favorite food. I love shrimp. I kind of was going to see if my dad wanted to go to the seafood boil place for my birthday, because like I always want to go there. He asked me if I wanted to go out to eat Tuesday, or not Tuesday, today's Tuesday, Sunday. And I was like, well, I already have plans. But then I was thinking, like, you could ask me for another night, you know? I love French fries. I love them. I was going to ask you guys if you have this one restaurant near you, but I don't know if it's a local thing, and I can't think of what they're called. Oh, they're so good. I got all like the non-curly bits on the bottom, but so good. I really am so impressed with how quick it got here and how warm the stuff was. I feel like the last time I DoorDashed Morrison was that night I got Taco Bell like last year in my old apartment, and I was so pissed because they took forever. They didn't bring my drink, and something else was messed up. French fries are rolling. Oh my god, they're so good. Right, what's not boring? Lemon chicken and broccoli. Oh, that's not boring at all. That's not boring at all. We had I don't know what the hell we had for my birthday. It was this recipe we got on Facebook. It was like a butter garlic parmesan chicken with pasta, and we had it with broccoli. But oh my god, it was so good. You oven fry it and then you make a honey lemon butter sauce. Oh my god, that sounds so good. Oh, that sounds so good. I DoorDashed coffee to the hair place the other day and it was melted. Wait, your coffee was melted? I just saw when I opened this up for the first time that I could have Starbucks DoorDash. I mean, obviously it's closed now, but I'll bet it was a pain in the ass. Oh my god. I haven't had fries in so long. They're so good. Arby's are the best fries. And then after that, I like Burger King's the best. I think Burger King makes really good fries. I can't wait till Starbucks gets their pistachio cream again. I feel like that's not until like the new year though. I always go iced. If I'm gonna drink hot coffee, I'll just drink normal like pot coffee. I always get cold brew or iced coffee at Starbucks, always. When we have our dinner, sit Miss Rose. I have no idea what any of that means. Mm. Mm. So good. So good. Oh, there's a few more fries. My God, I'm not a mukbanger. I'm not a mukbanger. Wait, what? I know. I have no idea what he's talking about. Got me addicted to the pistachio. I know. It's so good. It's so good. It's my favorite. My favorite Starbucks. Oh, typos? Oh, man. I don't usually eat this late. Well, that's not true. I don't usually eat like a meal this late, though. That's what happens when you drink or you smoke. If you're talking about me making food, damn Skippy. Do you love making food? I like to cook, but kind of depends. It's funny too, because like I love to cook and I'm very good at cooking, but I cannot bake. I don't enjoy baking and I can't bake to save my life. Mm-hmm. That's so cute. Oh my God. I feel like that's supposed to be said with like some kind of weird accent. I've never heard anybody word anything like that. I want some crawfish, I guarantee. I've never heard anybody say anything like that. I love shrimp, but I felt like crawfish, crawdaddies, crayfish. We call them crayfish. The meat was okay. I prefer shrimp. I prefer crab. I prefer lobster. And there was so much poop in there and it was so hard to get into. I was like, this ain't even worth it, I guarantee. I can't believe. I can't believe I ate all that, I guarantee. I love to cook, but only when I have time to do it. I hate when I have to rush. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. But like, I feel like for the last few years, I make really, really simple meals. Because I'm kind of lazy and also afraid of fire. And I don't know. And now I'm too scared. I've been wanting to make homemade chicken noodle soup, but no, because of Morrison, I'm too scared to use my Instant Pot. I'll take y'all to go eat crawfish by Gypsy Spam. Oh, by Gypsy Spam. So we have crawdads, crayfish, crawfish, whatever y'all call them, at our seafood boil place. And I had one of Rob's. Rob got them. And I was like, this is too much work. And there's too much poop. Not enough meat. You're always making something cute. Can't guarantee. I'm trying out. I'll have to send y'all pictures of the Edward Scissorhand. Oh, that's cute. Oh my God. Have y'all seen the new Beetlejuice yet or no? Rach knows what I mean. That was good. I think it depends on what I'm saying. Like if it's something I've heard said before, but yeah. I don't. I'm like, I've never heard anybody end a phrase saying that before. What I hear the other day, and I thought it was the funniest thing. It was on somebody's YouTube video, and I was like, what the hell does that even mean? And it was just like a dialect thing, you know, but I was so confused. I was like, what the hell is going on? Kimmy would fit right in around here talking like that. Oh, you were talking about Gypsy Rose? Is that who you're talking about? Tony always makes these little pan sauces and puts brandy in them and lights them on fire. So good, but after that, I'm too lazy. Oh my God, yeah, that's a lot of work. One of the most like time consuming, I feel like, meals that I make is my mom's mac and cheese. It's a very, very rich mac and cheese. I actually don't think I've made it in a couple of years just because it's so much. It's so much. And I'm just lazy. I'm lazy these days. And I like when I'm home, I try to eat really simple because I eat dinner at my mom's twice a week. I'll leave the big, like extravagant meals to them. And then when I'm home, like I'm trying to eat like a basic protein, a vegetable, and like a complex carb and just trying to keep it like really basic. But obviously, like I just stuffed my face with Arby's and oh my God, that was so good. Yeah, there's a lot of shit in those crawdads. I wish Rob was in here earlier and I wish he was still. I wish he would come up on voice and oh my God, it was so funny that night that he ordered those crawdads because we got in this like really ridiculously long discussion with the waitress about crawdads versus crawfish versus crayfish versus whatever anybody else calls them. And it was just like the dumbest conversation ever. And I remember like our wait, like, you know how Rob is, like everybody just loves him and wants to talk to him. And I hadn't seen him in like a year and we had just met up and I want to talk to Rob and him and this waitress are just go. And I was like, okay, thank you. You know, like I felt really bad, but I was like, get the fuck out to the waitress because like, I've just seen my best friend for the first time in a year. Can you get the fuck out so I can talk to him? Like, we don't need to have this in-depth conversation about crawfish versus crawdads versus crayfish. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what I thought you meant. Oh, you took a look to see new Beetlejuice? Did you? I just watched the original Beetlejuice to kind of like remind myself. Actually, I think that may have been the first time that I've seen it all the way through. But I haven't seen the second one yet. I want to see it, but we haven't yet. I haven't either. Very nostalgic. I bet. Well, nostalgic for you, not for him. I need to watch it. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I was like shocked as shit to see him stop in here. Like I did a double take. I was like, wait, what, Rob? God, I didn't even know you were subscribed to my channel. I have a headache. I got a headache at like 3 o'clock earlier. And I took 2 Tylenol at like 4. And considering I just had a couple high noons, like I refuse to take any more Tylenol tonight because I don't want to like screw up my liver. And my headache is back. So Rachel, I have never, okay, so I saw Nightmare Before Christmas in theaters. I don't remember it. And since then, I've watched bits and pieces of it, but like I've never seen it all the way through because I always get bored, which I know is crazy because like people love that movie. Like that's like a cult movie, but I also like have never really seen it all the way through that I can remember. Luke didn't realize there was another Beetlejuice. I could not believe how much older Winona Ryder looks, first of all. I mean, God, she's got to be in her, late 40s, right? Somewhere around there. I used to love Winona Ryder. I got to rate my Dasher. I'm going to rate my Dasher Tammy 5 stars. I'm going to rate Arby's 5 stars. That was delicious. My nose is like running all of a sudden. If only these kids knew, or if these kids only knew. I know, right? I tried to watch last night. I couldn't. I know. And it's funny because like I love Halloween and I love Christmas, but for some reason those movies just I just am not into them for whatever reason. I saw tonight a trailer for a new like Netflix kids movie and I can't think of what it's called now, but it looked so good. It's like one of the first times I didn't hit skip and I watched the trailer all the way through. I was like, oh, that looks so good. Yeah, I never saw Corpse Bride either. And I know that that's also like a cult classic because they always have merch for Nightmare and Corpse Bride at, first of all, at the Halloween store, but also at like Box Lunch, which is like my favorite store for like culty stuff, you know, like Harry Potter and Studio Ghibli and all that kind of stuff. When the F are we getting more? I never watched any of Stranger Things. Was she in Winona or was Winona in Stranger Things? I never watched that. I'll fit right in with you Southern folk. I probably will because, well, I'm not Southern at heart. You know what I am at heart? I'm British at heart. I'm British at heart, not Southern. But if I had a second choice, it would be Southern. I've never been to one of those stores. Wait, the Spirit Halloween store. I would assume that Box Lunch is, I thought it was like a national store, but maybe it's not. Hopefully I didn't just dox myself. I mean, they have a website. Wait, oh, Stranger Things? I know. It's been out for a while now though. Like, isn't it like how many seasons of it are out? I never watched that and I never watched what's the one everybody was like, "Oh my god, you would love it. Why the fuck haven't you watched it?" American Horror Story. I never watched that either. Which is crazy because I love scary things. I love Lady Gaga. I'm pretty sure she was in like one season of it. They already filmed Stranger Things. They filmed like an hour from me. Oh, is it based in Georgia? I could see that British at heart. Yeah, I don't know why. I just am. I'm from London originally, like in maybe my previous life. I actually think I may have been like in the British monarchy in some way in a previous life. But that might mean I'm a chameleon if that's the case. Or like a reptile person. I'm not sure. As a Georgian, I have to. But did you watch The Walking Dead? Wasn't that filmed in outside of Atlanta or take place outside of Atlanta? The last one, I don't know. Handmaid's Tale, never saw that. Breaking Bad, never saw that. Dexter, never saw that. American Horror Story, never saw that. Season 3 was my favorite. See, I don't really watch a lot of like new shows. I used to have Hulu and I canceled it a while back. And I considered because I just realized that I'm paying for Disney Plus Premium. Like, I don't know how that happened, but I thought about upgrading to Disney Premium with Hulu because I want to watch the season of Grey's Anatomy and I don't have cable. So I caught up on that the other night, but like I don't really watch any TV shows anymore. Like my all-time favorite, first of all, my all-time two favorite TV shows are I Love Lucy and The Golden Girls. Favorite shows ever. Then Roseanne. I just binged The Conners. That was good. But like I loved Lost. Once Upon a Time. But I never really like got super into like TV shows. Like I had my few that I loved and I would binge. Also, one of you guys, I feel like watched Manifest on Netflix. That was really, really good. I loved that show. Hang on, I think my head hurts all of a sudden. I think it's the last one I was going to be in Stranger Things as an EMT, but ended up having to work. Oh man, Queen Kimmy. That's right. Oh my God, Mo, that would have been epic. Yeah, that would have been crazy. So Rob had two of the actors from Walking Dead show up at a bar that he was at one night. It was the guy, I forget, I don't know the guy's real name or what his name was in The Walking Dead, but he also was in Fantastic Beasts. He played the funny muggle, and I don't know what his name was, and I don't know who the other actor was. It was the other guy who was like in that guy's group, and like I don't know what the hell their names were, but he met them, like they came to a bar that he goes to one night. Walking Dead is a town you can tour here. Oh, interesting. Well, so Alexandria was in Virginia, obviously, but like CDC headquarters are in Atlanta, so the show started in Atlanta. But I feel like it kind of like merged north. I'm not sure. I haven't watched Walking Dead in so long. Oh, you have been to the hospital? Dexter Fire. Yeah, I had cable at my last apartment because it was included in my rent. But like the only current show that I'm interested in watching is Grey's Anatomy. I do enjoy MTV's The Challenge, but I feel like so I pay for I have Amazon, but I pay for Paramount Plus on Amazon, and so I can watch most of the challenge seasons except for like whatever's currently airing on there, which is why I got it in the first place. Golden Girls. Oh my god, I fucking love the Golden Girls. I am the girl Dexter Mo. Haha, JK. I'm watching Prison Break. Somebody else told me about Prison Break. I can't remember who it was. Yes, I can. I still never saw that. Rach, you're Hannah McKay. Me too, Mo. I was supposed to be the pharmacist in it from season 1. Nice. Everything is filmed here at this point. I used to watch, oh my God, I did too, Rachel. I used to watch Teen Mom. I don't know if they do either. I liked Teen Mom OG, and I liked Teen Mom too. Hated Farrah. God, I hated Farrah. I used to be obsessed with The Hills. I rewatched The Hills again like a few years ago. The Hills was like my guilty pleasure. I was never super into like Laguna Beach. I obviously watched it, but The Hills, I was a freaking sucker for The Hills. I loved it so much. And I was so pissed toward the end of like I think it was actually the season finale when I saw how that the whole fucking thing was very loosely scripted, and it shattered my whole like idea of reality television. And I was like, oh my God, I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Oh my God, does she have a sex doll? So the last I knew about Farrah was when she was like doing the PORN. I'm not surprised by that though. I mean, she's a beautiful. I haven't seen her lately, but she was before all that plastic surgery. She was beautiful. But my God, she was a fucking nightmare. Nightmare. Oh man, you guys, I have a headache and I can't take any Tylenol. Oh. This Coke isn't too bad. Franklin, it's not time. What are you looking at me like that for? Franklin's like staring me down. What are you doing? Why are you looking at me like that? Dude, that freaks me out. Franklin, why are you staring at me like that? Dude, he's freaking me out. Yeah, I mean, I'm a train wreck too, but that girl, I don't know. She's like the definition of entitled bitch. I don't know. Oh man. I can't believe I just like stuffed my face on a live stream. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. I really want to take some more Tylenol because my headache is back with a vengeance. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been almost 3 hours. I have to end this soon. Oh crap, my battery's at 26%. I remember, why is there a PM next to your name? I'm super confused. It says sweet and salty, aka Rachel, and then it's got your little wrench, and then there's a PM next to it, and I have no idea what that means. I remember I saw this guy in Dallas one time. He was telling me about her corn, and he was like, "She does everything." Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Hi, buddy. Hi. I mean, whatever. Like, I don't care that she does that. Like, I don't have an issue with sex workers. It's just like her attitude. I can't stand her attitude, you know? I don't, yeah, it's weird. It's almost like I kept thinking it was trying to tell me like it was 10:38 p.m. Because oh yeah, so it does. It says, oh, you know what? I think it's because her screen name is so long. Okay, I'm sorry. I think it's part of the timestamp because Morrison, you have it too, but yours says Slow Morrison Wrench, 10:38 p.m. because her name's so long. It just says Sweet and Salty, aka Rachel Moon Wrench, 10:38 line space p.m. I think it's just because her name's so long. I was like, what the hell does that p.m. mean? I was thinking like some kind of moderator, like I don't know, whatever. Anyway. Anyway, all right, you guys. I think I'm gonna wind this down. I'm getting a headache. I have a headache and I'm pissed because now I can't take any Tylenol. I think I'm gonna snuggle up with my cats for like an hour before I feed them their dinner and hopefully crash. I'm kind of like those high noons are really good. I love them and I'm glad that I had a few, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't know why. Like sometimes I feel guilty after I have a few drinks, and I hate that shit. I hate that. 'Cause I do not have a problem with alcohol. I do not have an alcohol addiction. Why do I feel guilty? Um, Mostly I just feel like shit because now I'm like I can't take Tylenol because I just had a few drinks. But anyway, sorry I was late to the party, but I'm glad I got to be live with. I am too, Rachel. I'm so happy. I'm so glad you were here. It was a great night. Kimmy really enjoyed our mukbang. I know. Oh my God. I can't believe we did a mukbang. Scroll back at, well, oh, Rachel, you already saw. I was going to say I uploaded I showed one of the videos of the Oculus, but you already saw it because I sent it to you. So I know I shouldn't feel guilty. I don't know why I do. It's just because like, I think it's just like drilled into me, you know? And plus I know like I had 4 high noons. Like I feel fine. But tomorrow I'll be a little bit dehydrated and just a little bit off. And then I'm like, ugh, you know, I don't know why. It just makes me feel guilty. I feel like there's always something that I feel guilty about or like feel shame about. And like shame, shame is like something that I feel all the time, even about like things that I shouldn't feel shame over because like I don't have any control over them. And I actually like we learned in DBT that shame is actually a really big emotion associated with BPD. And it's kind of one of the biggest like roadblocks to treatment is how like intense the emotion of shame is. So I normally would be drinking with you, but I gotta watch my health. Yeah, I totally understand that, Morrison. I'm trying not like I don't even want to drink like once a week anymore. I'm trying to like maybe go to like twice a month. Mainly because like I don't want the extra calories. But also because like I'm really trying to work on making sure that I'm staying fully hydrated because I'm great about being hydrated on work days, but not so much on my days off. And obviously alcohol is kind of like a hindrance to staying hydrated. So I'm really trying to like increase my water intake. I have rosé in the fridge. I don't think I've ever actually had rosé. I haven't cracked it. I love wine. But wine makes me feel like shit the next day. I just feel so dehydrated and headachy. Like I'll feel a little bit like dehydrated tomorrow, but not too bad. Like I said a million times, like if I have my preference, I will drink straight vodka with soda and just a little splash of cran for flavor. But I don't feel like having a bottle of vodka in the house and a whole bottle of cranberry and a whole bottle of soda. So I get the high noon iced teas, 90 calories for a can. I get a 4-pack. So 90 calories for a can. I think it's like 2 carbs, maybe like a gram of sugar, but much love. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, I just want to get rid of my headache and lay down and snuggle with my kikis. In the words of my 8-year-old, just don't drink your electric lights. What? That is so funny. I hate that because shame sucks, and I don't think you have anything to be ashamed of, but I get it. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it too, but I'm working on it. But thank you guys for hanging out. I had such a good time. I can't believe it's been almost 3 hours. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm going to go snuggle with my kitties. I hope everybody has a good night, and I may or may not live stream next week, but hopefully I will talk to you guys soon. Night.